Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Abosede, and this is Abosede Talk. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button first, then welcome. Now you're part of the community. I am so glad to be here because it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's to you, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are already receiving flowers, receiving gifts, giving gifts, and all. So I was really trying to look for something white, red in my wardrobe. Surprisingly, I don't have because I've broken all my clothes. All thanks to postpartum. So this is like the closest I could find, and I think it's popping. No, it's not bad. So this is the closest I could find, and I like it. By the way, my sister-in-law made this clothes for me. Don't tell her I said that. Oh, yeah. It's the love series, and this is second day. And again, it's not just only Valentine we're celebrating today. My baby girl is 6 months, like exactly 6 months today, and I am grateful to God. I'm grateful to everybody that has helped me one way or the other, that has assisted me. My mom, my sister-in-laws, my sister's in-law, my own sister, my friend, all of you, and people that check up on me on the regular. I am grateful. Our baby girl is 6 months, just like that. I'm grateful to God. No, not just like that. The work went into it, but I'm grateful to God for every step of it. So, don't let me talk too much. Let me go right into the reason why we are here today, which is to tell you guys how did I know that my husband is my husband. Because let me tell you guys something. Something happened one day, and I was so pissed. Then I was talking to this couple that God has brought into our life. So I said it. I made a statement. I said, if not that I'm convinced that this is my husband, with this thing that I did, I will conclude that I married the wrong person. So this is to tell you that I am confident to the T and to the high, to dotting the I that I actually married the man God has chosen for me. Because if you know me, people that know me know me. You know that I had this because over the years I have built like some negative strength. And it can only take who God has sent to actually bring down those walls that I've built for years, honestly. And he doesn't even have to force it. He's, I don't know. Let's get into the video. How did I know he's my husband? So, um, let me show the story back a bit. So, I went to Anambra State for my service, and honestly, that service year where I was away from people that I know actually helped me define my life, define a lot of things about me, and I'm grateful for that year. That year was 2020, 2021 slash 2022. So it was, I mean, a lot of things happened to me while I was in Anambra State. Looking back, I'm grateful for every bit of it. So one of it was at some point, okay, I felt God telling me that the person I'm going to marry is someone I've known before. And before I go ahead, let me quickly say this. Something happened while I was in the university. I went to the chapel to pray for actually my siblings because I am actually someone who believed in God. Even though I didn't get to really experience it on my own or from people around me, but I just believe in it. I know that He exists, He lives somewhere. Do you get? So I've been a believer of that. So I was at chapel this very day. I was praying about my siblings' relationship, about my own and all. And I declared it that God telling me, no, my own. Make I put am for side, make I not too stress about it. But I was praying for my siblings. Then I got to the room that I had to ask a friend of mine, who's also like a very devoted person, do you think God can say this kind of a thing? Because it was sounding like, what was that? That I would go say, make I leave my own relationship one time, you know, Like make I not pray too much about it, make I focus on other things. But I got my answer years after. So this very year, I felt it in my spirit that God was saying, "Oh, the person I will marry is someone I've known." Do you know what I was doing? This is a lesson that when God says something, He's not saying it so you can help Him bring those things to pass. He that said it knows how He will bring about it. Just make sure that you align. That's all. So immediately I felt that in my spirit, I started searching through my head, like, who are the people that have asked me out before? Who are the people that one way or the other has considered? Who are this? Who are that? So I was making lists. Then this particular guy came up to my mind, like, it's probably the one God is talking about. I reached out. So it was more like I awoken the interest, so to say. And I don't know, it wasn't so difficult to do that with him, and somehow he, he came back alive. It was a distant thing because it was very far from I was in Anambra State. It was somewhere, I think Ibadan or Lagos. This thing started and all of that, even though there were a lot of God loves me, I will not lie. Because I for not enter some trap in this life. So I was the relationship I considered. I was seeing some really a lot of red flags, even from my hand, of course, but also from his hand, and we're really helping each other in any way. So fast forward, so I think we were in that relationship for like 4 months, months ago. Actually, I don't know, it wasn't long at all. Then I just felt something like I just thought about everything together. I just ended it like, guy, people, day your day. I'm going to. So that ended, and I think it was around August, September, thereabouts, or earlier. No, August, September, around June, July. Now I can't remember correctly. So at this time, I was already staying with a friend of mine, also in Anambra. So it got to, so I was just on my own, doing my stuff, living my life, and then at some point, I started feeling this urge that I should be loving someone. Like I should be like some kind of relationship. I can't explain it honestly, but it was very intense on me. Like and I couldn't make sense of it. Like, why am I feeling this way? Is it that me, strong woman? Why I know if you did alone? Then I got a message from someone. Just I think it was around midnight, thereabout, around two something a.m. I just saw the WhatsApp message. It was from this my pastor friend. We already know. I mentioned him in that last week. We're still friends, of course. So he messaged me. I was like, "Oh, God is intentional about your relationship at the moment, and you have to key into it. Pray." He shall give me like something. So, and when as I was reading the messages, I could confirm in my spirit that this is what I'm feeling. This is exactly somebody making sense of it. So he said all of that that if I don't grab it now, and that was where the clause is. I wish I could get my old diary to read it out exactly. He this was the clause where I started thinking. He said if I don't key into it now, I might lose it forever or it might be difficult for me to retrieve it. Do you get? So after this whole thing, I told him, "Oh wow, this is I've been feeling this way. I've been having this thought. I've been doing this and all of that." So he just confirmed it. Then, guess what I did again? I started thinking, okay, who could it be? Who could it be that if I don't grab him now, it's going to disappear. It's going to fly off my hand. I started thinking. Then another person came to mind. Another person came to mind, and this person now, this person we I'd like to like years ago, he has always told me that you get, but I never dated him for different reasons. So it now came to my mind like, oh, it's the one because the plan he had at the time, this person had at the time was to finish service and travel out for master or something. So I was thinking, it must be the person. It must be the person. And of course, we were in talking terms. So I just, and this was what I did because I mean, I'm a woman. I will not just randomly say, oh, yeah, let's start it or something. And I said that, oh, Hi, guy. Whenever you get back to Ibadan, let me know. Let me know before you make moves to travel. Let me know so that I can come. Oh, no, let me know. I think that was just what I said. I'm not sure now. Now, this was my plan. My plan was whenever he's at Ibadan, I will also travel down to Ibadan. We'll spend time together. And all I was trying to do is to create a memory in his mind. Uh, Mind you, I was helping God. God has said something, and now I am helping him again, trying to fall into another trap. So I was like, okay, I should create this memory in his mind so that even when he's gone, he always remember that there's somebody somewhere that he loves and that loves him. And mind you, I also was already working on my master plan. I was already working on going for my master because at the time I was very tired. I didn't want to looking like there was something for me. I was frustrated and all of that. So in fact, I think no, okay, I've not gotten admission there. I was just still working on it. So that was like the plan that when it comes, I have to create this memory in his mind. Guess what I did? I took on a job that I don't like so I can save money. And when I go to Ibadan, I can spend the money. You see how I'm trying to help God, and in the midst of it, I'm giving myself more work to do. So that was sha the plan. So this guy traveled to Ibadan. He did not tell me. He left Ibadan to Lagos. That was when he messaged me. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been busy. I have left Ibadan. I'm now in Lagos at my auntie's place. And this one now. I got angry. I was like, so why are you messaging me? When I told you this, then you did not come, you did not tell me, you did not do this, you not. I was very pissed. I was pissed at him that then I started thinking, hey God, yeah, and this one not born like this, and this one not born. I was really, and I think in the midst of it, I felt like there was there was a need to go back to the maker. There was a need to allow the maker do what he wants to do. There was a need for me to ask him, okay, now that I have said it, what do you expect from me to do and all? But no, I was running the race. I was adding one plus one, two plus two together on my own without me. And guess what? I was exhausted because I was pained, disappointed, and I kept thinking, what now? So in a way, and like I said, I used to like I don't like to dwell too long on something personally. So at the time I just told myself, you know what, I beg, I give up. Whatever it is what it is. So I quit the job I was doing and then I got another one online that I was doing teaching some children German. Not only children though. That's like good. Oh well laughing. So I continued my life on a regular, but I was still frustrated because things weren't adding up. A lot of things wasn't making sense. I kept writing emails, applications to different places to get a better job at all. My I think my friend traveled. She traveled, then it was just only me in the house. And she called me now, she forgot some things. I should help her send the load. So, and because it's our area, me, I've left my area. I came to stay with her. So I wasn't sure where all these transport services, where they were. So after I finished my online class that day in the evening, I decided to go and help her send it. Even though initially I said I wasn't going to do it, but I later guess what? On the way I got robbed. Oh my god. I got robbed. It was a very nasty experience because I was far away from home. When I say home, I was far away from where my friend's house apartment was. So, and it was my first time in that area. It was just a very nasty one. It was crazy. My phone, my purse, my ATM, everything was taken from me at the point of like somebody pointing knife at me. It was in the dark. It was just crazy. I was in no man's land, Igbo language that I don't even speak or understand. It was crazy. But you know what? In the midst of that, God, gosh, God is good. You just have to trust God. Believe me, in the midst of the robbery, from the place to how I got to my house, to see somebody to help me. See, it's a whole story on its own that actually shows how God can be very intentional about human. When he says that he knows how many hair of your head, how many strands are there, he really means it. When he says he cares for the flowers, like how much more you that you are even his child, he really, really means it. Anyways, that story, I'm not going to go into the rubbish story. But I got robbed. It was a very nasty experience for me. I was scared, paranoid, anxious. Think of all the words I was, but somehow I got help till I got home. And God has literally prepared somebody to help me through all the trauma. So I told this person, he happened to be the guy would buy gas from. So I told him that night, I said, you should not be look for a boss. You should look for anything possible that I have to leave Anambra tomorrow. Then if I don't leave Anambra, I'm going to be depressed. And it's going to really go worse. Because, see, I felt loneliness on a different level. And somehow this guy was so invested. How I even got my sister's phone number was crazy because I forgot every phone number. I couldn't reach out to nobody. And it was nasty and crazy, in short. So at the end of the day, the next morning, I don't even think I slept. The next morning, I was at the gate. The guy was there with the bus. The bus carried all my load. He followed me to the park, bargained for me. You know, the trip was just the most silent trip ever in life. Now, so I got to Ibadan. Then I got to Ibadan. And I mean, the kind of I didn't come from that mushy kind of home where I will be narrating my story and people will be feeling from me or giving me. It wasn't the case. So I got to Ibadan. My younger sister came to pick me at the park because I couldn't even call her. I don't have a phone or anything. So I told her before leaving that people at this time be at the park. So she came, she followed me home. I was home 24/7 in my room, crying, scared. The memories keep flashing back. I keep thinking of what could have happened. A whole lot was just happening in my head. Then I remember I would constantly beg my younger sister that please don't go to school. She was in school. That please don't go to school. Just stay with me. Sleep overnight. All of those things. She tried her best. She would stay. Then I was chatting with my friend. My friend had traveled at the time. She was really trying to call. Ah, oh my God. Thank you, baby girl. She was really, really trying to console me. Talk about the phone, emails. Like our emails were literally chatting through emails. Very interesting. She tried so much, sent me money. I'm saying this because she's the sweetest person I have ever known. She was there, even despite the distance. So she was she was really there for me. But I needed a physical person, which I was trying to make my sister fill in the gap. Until one day that she said, well, she had to go. I think she had something to do in school. So she had to go. And meanwhile, I think I got to Ibadan on the 23rd. There was a program out, an outreach I was supposed to attend on the 24th initially. So I still attended it because I feel like, no, I need to do something. Like if I don't live a normal life, I'm going to get depressed. That's memory was very strong. That memory was very strong. So when I went for that outreach, I retrieved my phone in the process, my SIM rather in the process. So I had my SIM and I had this very old phone that I had. So that was what I was using. Now, this is where I'm going to. On this very day, I think it was on 7th of December, 2022. I dressed up that I was going to the bank to go and sort all the stuff and all because my elder sister had blocked my account on my behalf when that stuff happened. So that morning, I was feeling very confused. Hey, see, everything I felt after that robbery, something I cannot explain. And it stayed with me for a very long time before I got over it. And it was love that actually helped me get over it. To be candid. But at the same time, I think God allowed it because He needed me somewhere else. Uh, Make sense of that. So on the 27th, I was dressing up, I was feeling very down. And then I just knew I needed someone to just hold me and reassure me that I'm okay, I'm all right. That so I needed a physical person. So I remember clearly I was facing my window, the window in my room, and I was crying and I was telling God that God, please send me like send me a physical person. My first place I could go to, they traveled out. So it felt like I was alone. And I was praying that God, please send me a physical person, send me a physical person. I said it just once. And guess what came to my mind? It was his full name, Adura Agbonusola. I can imagine people shouting. Anyways, that was like the name that came to mind immediately. And I paused. I was like, oh, wait, there is this guy. Then the next, immediately I switched. I was like, God, please. Because immediately the name came, there was a peace I felt somehow. Then I just changed the prayer. I was like, God, please let me meet him. As I'm going out to the bank now, let me meet him on the way. But the human part of me analyzed the situation. That this person, he doesn't really stay in Ibadan. He stays at if he's ever going to even be in Ibadan, let's just assume he's in Ibadan. It's not someone that wake up early in the morning and be moving around. He lives somewhere very different from where I'm going to. How do I plan to meet him again? But I kept my faith alive that I'm going to meet him. God, please let me meet him on the way. I went to the bank. Immediately was in front of the bank, I realized the gate was closed. So they said they're still on holiday. My my heart sank like, oh my God. This simply means I have to go back home because I have nowhere else I want to go. I have to go back home. How do I plan to meet this? I still have the guy all over my head. Like, how do I plan to still meet him on the way this early morning? It makes no sense, right? So I was walking back to take the cab, and when I got to where I would take the cab, I bought it. I entered. I mean, it was too hard to get to my house. So when I took the first one, I got to the destination. I entered the second cab that's taking me home. And I said to God in that God, I don't want to go house. Oh. Like, just like that. I don't want to go house. And I heard it again that, call him. You still have his number. Call him. I was like, call him. Me. What do I expect him to say? Like, do I expect him to jump up that, oh, finally, what is calling me or something? So I was like, okay, I will just text him. I can't remember what the text was, sure. Maybe I was asking where he was. I don't know. I shall message, hi, blah, blah, blah. It's me, whatever. I can't remember what the text was. No response, no reply. I shall sat down in the car. So I was thinking, okay, I don't want to go home yet because if I go home now, I'll be there. And um, let me go to my elder sister's place because she just gave birth to a second child. So I'm like, let me go and play with baby. At least by the time I'm playing with baby, my worries will be gone and then I'll go. So I went to my sister's place. I was there playing with baby, playing with baby. And then my phone started ringing. It was Adura baby Sola that was calling me. And I was looking at the phone for some minutes. I couldn't think like, oh my God, what will I say? How will I talk? All of those thoughts. All of those thoughts, like, what will I do? What will I say? All of that. And at the end of the day, I picked it. I was like, hi. After that hi, I can't remember the rest of the things we talked about because we were on that call for over an hour. And that was our first call after how many years? 2020, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. There were 4 years. That was our first call, and we spoke for over an hour. I can't remember what we are talking about, but we kept talking somehow. So, in the midst of the call, I remember asking him that I would really want to see you. I would really love to see you if you can make out the time. And my guy now said, you can't come to that, or you're busy, this, is that. I should have kept begging. I said, I can come to you, Phil. You don't have to come. And it was like, if you think about it and let me know. Then after about 2 days, see, every day I'll be looking at my phone, like, will you message me? Will you call me? Nothing. After like maybe 2 days or so, said, okay, we'll be at Ibadan. And so, yes. after 2 days because that was on 27th. I think he reached out 29th that he will come the next day. So after he said that, I started telling God that God, oh, if this whatever it is that I'm feeling like is not real, let's stop it now. Because if this guy come and I repeat the same thing I've done before, I myself will not even be happy at this point. And I don't think he will be happy that I don't want to repeat the same thing. But of course, I didn't hear or feel anything. So he came, I went to his house. His daddy's house, so to say, that's sure. I went there, we saw I mean the awkwardness was not really there. I think I can admit that. It wasn't really there because he made me really feel at home. And I was yes, we were there overnight catching up. Then not catching up as say, oh, then we were talking about plans, how far have I gone and all of that. I remember telling him I was planning for my master's, but I'm pausing it. I think I was anxious, so I wasn't really giving some people communication. And this guy was felt disappointed. Like, what? Like, anyway, so the next day, 31st, because he said he doesn't want to do New Year at Ibadan, he left on 31st. I went home. And then later, ah, going back to that place where you feel really lonely. You don't want to get out. So I was like, and the time I was there with him, it felt like, okay, this is the place. This is the place. Do you get? So after he left, I just messaged him. He said, can I come over to say hi to you at Fair and all of that? At first, he didn't want me. He didn't want me to come. But at the end of the day, Isha said, okay, I should come. So I went. Some of the applications I sent out, there was this offer of just 1 month offer I got in Lagos. I was supposed to resume on the second. I did not know. I was at Ife in the man's house. Then I got this call randomly, like, oh, you have no reason and all of that. I was like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't tell me the date. Then I was paranoid, like, oh my God, will I lose this job? This one now. But the way this guy gave me strong mind, he said, they didn't tell you now. They didn't give you dates. They give you this. Just tell them you resume on one day. So I shall get my I said, so, oh, okay, I will resume on Monday because now I am currently doing something and I can't, abort it and start running. So they said, okay, till Monday. I mean, I feel that people, ah, ah, yeah. And let me say something. That was like the beginning. And mind you, I did not know that this guy had like a plan to travel in 2 months' time. He didn't tell me nothing. So that was when what my pastor friend said made sense. If he had traveled, if he had traveled at the time he traveled, and that was when I was reaching out, I don't think he would have believed me because I had a reputation initially from 2018. So he wouldn't have taken me seriously, just talking on the phone and saying, well, I've changed, though. I'm a new creature, all things are possible. It wouldn't have worked. But that's the fact that we had time for physical bonding, for physical reflection, for like we could sit one on one, discuss things and all of that. I think he gave him some kind of closure in a way, not necessarily, but in a way. Because this guy January he didn't tell me, it was in February he told me. He just called me one night. I was like, oh, this is like his plans. He has done this and we'll be leaving next week. And I was shocked. I was standing there on the phone like, oh my God. Oh my God. And because he hadn't asked me to be his girlfriend, we're just friends. So I was thinking, I've lost this woman, oh God, I beg. So I decided to pay him another visit in February after he told me. And I can't believe it. I was so telling him, you're leaving. So when you go, what does this now mean for us now? Then he got to him, God. He was forming out guy for me. Then I kept saying that at least you ask somebody out now, and then you will know that at least you have a girlfriend somewhere. Because now if you go, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what we are, I don't know what we will become. It was more like I was putting pressure. Oh my God. I didn't know that he actually has his own plans. He has his own all of that. He was just pulling my legs. It was not like he was just pulling my legs for like some time before he finally did it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think it was prior to when he was leaving that I actually saw that this guy still feels like, how do I say it? The feeling was still very much alive. Because I remember prior to when he was leaving, he came to pay me a visit. We went somewhere. And even the day before he was leaving, he wanted to come and see. Now, don't say, no, don't spend so much. Don't be. Even though I regretted to say that, I could have allowed him to come. But over the years, he, I don't know, there are much more inner things that happen, but the fact that God was consistent with his words, even when I tried to assist him, he had a way of retracing and bringing me back. And up till now, I know I did not marry someone else. But I married my own husband. Perfect. So this is really not a standard, but I think in all, I would just say that it is very essential that in all we have God in the midst, because He's the only one that can make sense of things that doesn't make sense or that doesn't look like they make sense. If I am making sense. So that's basically how I know, and to date, I'm still convinced. Even with the things that are even happening, with the things we are going into, with the things we are working on, I'm still convinced over and over that I married my husband. Even though I don't think I don't think anybody, any random guy would have survived dating me. I think I can say that because guys, I built some kind of wall around me that an ordinary person wouldn't have been able to bring down. But somehow, if effortlessly and with the help of God, with the grace of God, is able to bring down some of those walls and is able to stand like you can lean on me, you don't need any wall. You can lean on me, you don't need any wall. And over and over again, he has proven it with his actions, with his words that yes. Also, you don't have to keep guiding. You don't have to keep up this negative strength that you have. You can lean on me. You can trust me. You can. I feel so blessed in this one lifetime that all the love stories I've always believed, that I've created in my mind, that I've always wished for, wanted, that I actually get to have it. It's a blessing. It's really a blessing. It's a privilege. It's a grace that I'll forever be grateful for. So, my husband, you watch this, and I want you to know that I really appreciate you. I bless the day I met you. I I'm grateful for you really in my life and for all you're doing, for your labor of love, most especially. I see them and I'm grateful. And I pray that God will continue to strengthen you and help you, and will continue to carry you as you carry us, yourself, and our baby. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you guys for watching. Have a have a lovely Valentine celebration. Don't do what God will not do.